Welcome to the 2020 Leicester Comedy Festival Awards. Welcome to the 2020 Leicester Comedy Festival Awards. Everyone is breaking their curfew to be here tonight for the biggest party of the year. It's a real who's who of who is that? Who is that? If you're watching from home, remember to show us by posting on social media using #ComedyAwards. Finally, a reason to dress up, do your hair, wipe the many, many tears away, forget your chosen career has imploded in the space of a week with no sign it will ever recover, and join us to celebrate the best of the Leicester Comedy Festival. Oh look, there's him, wearing that. Oh, and him, wearing the same thing. Awkward. Remember, if you're watching from home, and you are, then join in on social media using the #Comedy Awards. And yes, I was originally getting paid to host this live, and now I'm doing it from my spare room, unpaid. All of the comedy world are gathering in Leicester for the exclusive Leicester Comedy Festival Awards 2020. You can see them all on the red carpet. Photographers are plenty. I'm not sure I would have put him in that, but whatever he feels comfortable in. Oh, someone has just turned up in a limo. Who could that be? Is it Jeff? No, it can't be. Oh, it is. If you're watching from home, remember to show us by posting on social media using #ComedyAwards. Oh, look, over there. It's Leicester Mercury Comedian of the Year, Eric Rushton. And her there, looking smashing in Matalan. If you're watching from home, remember to show us by posting on social media using #ComedyAwards. Blimey. It's Milton Jones, looking dapper in black this evening. And would you believe it? Lost Voice Guy has parked right outside the venue. Is that allowed? Yes, turns out it is. And straight from the telly, it's Joe Brand. Give us a wave, Joe. Oh, brilliant fun.
19 days.
135,000 audience members.
95 venues. I mean, it's not even a finish on darts.
1,600 comedians. 53,400 minutes of comedy.
The Leicester Comedy Festival, the UK's official comedy party.
And the winner of the 2020 Pond Championship is Thor!
The Leicester Mercury Comedian of the Year. Oh, it's phenomenal.
And the winner tonight and the Leicester Mercury Comedian of the Year 2020 is Eric Rushton!
Comedy.
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 Leicester Comedy
Festival, the UK's official
Good evening and welcome to the Leicester Comedy Festival 2020 Awards Ceremony. My name's Jeff Rowe, I'm the founding director of the festival, and they've tried to make sure that this is not too much like the Queen giving her address to the nation on Christmas Day. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks so much for joining us this evening and for helping us to celebrate what was a record-breaking year for Leicester Comedy Festival. The event has grown so much since it started around 2.5 decades ago, and I'm really proud of the work that's been going on over that time. Leicester Comedy Festival is a real community event. I'm proud of the support that we get from the UK comedy community, the UK comedy industry, but I'm also really proud of the support we get from the local entertainment community and also the broader Leicester and Leicestershire communities. Without all of these people working together, without you lot getting involved, we wouldn't be able to continue to do this thing each February. And I think right now the comedy community is really coming together and supporting each other at what is frankly a slightly weird and bizarre time. There are numerous examples of how right now, at this time, we're all trying to support one another in loads of different ways. Tonight was supposed to be a live event, as it usually is, but for very obvious reasons, we're going digital and doing it on Facebook Live. I hope you'll still all manage to have a great night, and thanks so much for tuning in. Now, before I introduce you to the host this evening, I just wanted to say a few thank yous. Thank you so much to the trustees from Big Difference Company who give up their time and help support myself and the team with what we do. We have a huge team of volunteers, about 40 or 50 people, who give up their time each year to help us support and deliver the festival. Without them, we couldn't do it either. I'd like to thank the members of the awards panel led by Chris and Andy, who do such an amazing job seeing way too many comedy shows across the 19-day festival and end up nominating the acts in the best show categories and deciding on the final winners, which you'll hear more about later this evening. And finally, a huge thank you to the team in the office, to Jen, to Asma, Charlotte, Ruth, Catherine, Fern, Charlie, Alex and Ollie. Thanks so much for all your hard work and commitment. So tonight is about saying thank you to all of you for what you do. Thank you for supporting Leicester Comedy Festival. Without you lot, it would frankly be terrible. Now, it gives me huge pleasure to introduce you to our host for this evening, a huge friend of the festival. Please welcome Mr. Mark Olver.
Welcome to the Leicester Comedy Awards 2020. A unique event in the comedy calendar, and frankly, it's never been more unique. This is the 15th year of the awards, and we've never done one like this before. The festival this year was a challenge, with all the comics and volunteers and staff and audiences having to struggle with horrendous storms, cancelled shows, failing transport systems, or as we call that now, the good old days. The festival runs with the support of the Montfort University, DMU for Life, Union Jack Radio, the Mercury, and from next year, prayer and a lot of crossed fingers. But we made it. Over 1,600 performers made it. Over 95 stages and venues across Leicester and Leicestershire made it. And 135,000 audience members made it. Adele Cliff made it by winning the 7th UK Pun Championship, and Eric Rushton made it by winning the Leicester Mercury Comedian of the Year award. These are the people who have made this, according to The Guardian, one of the top 5 comedy festivals in the world. And it continues to grow, with intimate conversations from your favourite legends of comedy like Arthur Smith and Lost Voice Guy to the UK Kids Comedy Festival. Union Jack Radio's Circuit Breakers programme supports 8 new emerging comedians. Remember the circuit? Comedy will always be a live event. For the people of Leicester, for the big event weekends in the National Forest, Market Harbour and Oadby and Wigston. For the people from all over the UK who make their way to Leicester every February to sit in rooms full of strangers and find out that they all have one thing in common, that they don't want to pay full price to see the shows in Edinburgh. And tonight we will be celebrating the winners of this year's Leicester Met Festival Awards. Previous winners include Ramesh Ranganathan, Joe Brand, Ken Dodd, Vicky Stone. But before we start, a huge thank you to the awards panel, who saw hundreds of shows during the festival, reviewed them, debated with each other, and with much difficulty, I'm told, managed to create a shortlist of nominees, and eventually the winners of the majority of the awards will be given out tonight. For the second year, the awards for best venues will have been made following a public vote. All eligible venues were included, and we had hundreds of votes from members of the public. The announcement of best venues will be made this evening. Don't forget, we're broadcasting live. Get involved in the comments section. Send pictures of how you're watching and where you're watching. Send pictures of how you've decided to dress. Use the hashtag Comedy Awards to get involved. And now, with every contractually obliged reference made in this intro, because I'm not in a position to subtly throw in the ones I've forgotten, we can start with the stuff we want to know. No, I've not yet watched Tiger King. But let's do the good stuff. This is the Leicester Comedy Awards 2020. First award is for Best Venue under 200 capacity. This is a public vote, and the public voted for the Black Horse Laughter Loft.
Yes! I can't believe it, we've won again! Thank you so much for this award, thank you! Best Small Venue 2020!
Ladies and gents, wish we could be with you. We're currently on holiday in Ayleston at the moment. Great big thanks to everyone at the Leicester Comedy Festival, the Big Difference Company, and of course to Jonathan Elston.
Oh yeah, so excited, absolutely chuffed. Just absolutely delighted that we've won this award again. We had an amazing festival, so many great comedians came to play. I'd like to thank them all, obviously thank the wonderful audiences, and of course I'd like to thank Anne and Sarah for all this.
Hopefully see you all soon, and back again in February.
Support live comedy, thank you for voting for us!
And stay in!
Woo!
And now, best venue over 200 capacity from the public vote is the Montfort Hall.
Hi all, and a huge thank you to everybody that voted for De Montfort Hall in this year's Comedy Festival Awards. It's really, really appreciated. I'm delighted to accept the award on behalf of the venue for two reasons. Firstly, it recognises all the really hard work that the staff put in every single year to make it such a great place to visit and to work. So thank you so much to them. And secondly, we hardly ever win anything. So I'm really delighted with this. Thanks ever so much, even if it is just a bog roll in my dining room. Have a great night all. See ya.
Best new venue, another public vote, and the winner is Pied Hall.
Oh, so we won an award. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Do think though, looking at the award, it looks a little bit like the landlady, don't you think? Anyway, moving on. I'd like to thank Adam, Sam, Karen and everyone from the Doorstep Comedy for making this happen. Also, Josh the lighting man, he gets forgotten sometimes, sat in the back tinkering about with his lights. But most importantly, if it wasn't for the comedians and the great backing we've had from the customers and the whole of Shep Shed, then this would never have happened, we would never have won anything. They made great nights, thank you very much.
Thanks guys, we love you, lots. There you go.
The next award is the Liberty Award, the spirit of the festival, and the nominees are Doorstep Comedy Club, Esquires and Al Jamira Shisha Bar, Furthest from the Sea, Peter's Pizzeria, Leicestershire Press and Demon FM. And the winner is Doorstep Comedy Club.
Thank you. It's an absolute honour for us, the Doorstep Comedy Club, to win this award. Liberty Award means so much to the festival, it means so much to us. Especially there's many people I'd like to say thank you to who made the festival what it was for us. There's Karen, Josh, Sam, Sarah, all the venues that took part with us and all the acts that absolutely smashed it with us as well. The festival brings so much joy and it means an absolute world of us seeing people enjoy it with us. Again, thank you for this award, and when this is all blown over, we shall laugh again.
And now, the Best Promoter Award. The nominees are Doorstep Comedy Club, Joke on Us, Triple CP, Furthest from the Sea, Just the Tonic, and the winner is Furthest from the Sea.
Thank you very much. This is Dan Webber from Furthest from the Sea. We'd like to thank Sam, B and the incredible team at Night and Garter. We could not do this without them. We'd like to thank Leicester Comedy Festival, all the acts we work with, and everybody who supported us for the last 3 years. This really does mean the world. Thank you very much.
The next award is the Community Award. The nominees are Headway, Age UK Leicester, The Samaritans and Lamp, Warning Zone, New Horizons in British Islam. And the winner of the Community Award is Lamp and the Samaritans.
I would like to thank the Leicester Comedy Festival for this award. LAMP is a mental health charity working in Leicester, Leicestershire and Rutland. As an organisation, we believe in working with communities and in partnership with other organisations. We feel that comedy helps individuals to cope with their mental health issues, and certainly there are comedians out there who have experienced these issues. Once again, I'd like to thank Leicester Comedy Festival for this recognition.
Hi, my name is John Richardson, and it's my privilege to be the current director of Leicester Samaritans. On their behalf, I am delighted to accept the 2020 Community Award from the Leicester Comedy Festival. It will take pride of place on my dinner plate very soon. Samaritans tend to keep a low profile, but the volunteers in our branch have worked tirelessly for the last 60 years, day and night, to support the isolated and the despairing through times of crisis, and I salute them. Why don't you join us? The pay is awful, the hours are unreasonable, and you won't be able to tell your friends about anything you may hear. But you'll meet some of the most amazing people, our volunteers and our callers, and the experience may well change your life. Come on down. Thank you.
This award is a Leicestershire Favourite Joke Award sponsored by Everard's Brewery. The nominees are Jordan Brooks and Jack Gledow. And the winner of the best joke of the festival is Jack Gledow.
No, you put the phone down first. Okay. See you later, sexy. All right. Bye, Jeffro. Bye. I've won. Oh wow! This is fantastic. Thank you for my award. Leicester Comedy Festival is my favourite place on the planet, and to win this excellent award really means a lot to me. I hope to see all of you at next year's festival. I hope you're all staying fit and healthy, and thank you so much. You probably wanting to hear the joke that won this award. You can hear lots of other jokes on Jack's Night In every Friday on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page at 7 o'clock. But this joke that you're wanting to hear is in Hull, we can't pronounce the letter H. I went to the doctor, I told him I was having an heart attack, and he sent me to Neil Buchanan. Okay. See you next year. Bye.
Greening the awards in conjunction with Refiesta, the winner of this award is Grays at LCB Depot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. In the true spirit of an awards show, I've had a few drinks. It's an honour to get this award for being green, because we do our utmost at Grays to be green, and I hope this inspires a lot more businesses in Leicester to do the same. It's easy to be green, just like this cactus. Thank you. Peace. Cheers.
The next award is the Business of the Year. The nominees are the Miller Partnership, 24/7 Same Day, Red Monkey, Everard's Brewery, Union Jack Radio, and Eileen Richards Recruitment. And the winner is Eileen Richards Recruitments.
Wow, I'm delighted to win Business of the Year. Well done to all of my team. This really does mean so much to us. They've got no idea that we've won, so I'd love to see their faces on Gogglebox right now. Congratulations also to all of the other wonderful finalists. We've loved being a part of the festival again this year. There's been so many fantastic comedians. Patrick, you're still my favourite. Well done also to Catherine, Jeff and all of the team, including the board, who do so much hard work behind the scenes to make this festival so successful. Well done again to Team ER, really proud of this. It's challenging times for us all at the moment, so let's keep smiling, let's keep safe and let's support each other. Cheers everybody.
The award for Student of the Year is next, sponsored by De Montfort University. The nominated students are Estelle Decker, Liberty Emerson, Catherine Rogers, Emily Pratchett, Sophia Louis Hobbs, Bryony Canyon. And the Student of the Year is Liberty Emerson.
Thank you, Leicester Comedy Festival, for my Student of the Year award. Thank you for the opportunity. It was so much fun. I learnt a lot and met so many funny, amazing people. Hopefully work with you again next year if we're ever allowed out of the house again. But stay safe, everyone. Thank you. Woo!
Each year at the awards ceremony, we use the opportunity to thank somebody who has, over a number of years, contributed a huge amount to what we do. Past winners have included comedians, promoters, business partners, sponsors, other people who we feel deserve some recognition for what they've done in going over and above what might be usually expected. And this year we want to recognise a member of the festival community who's been around for at least 10 years, probably more. There's one specific thing that we are giving this award for, but this person has been involved in loads of different bits of the festival. They've performed a number of their own shows here. They've also hosted various mixed bill shows, and for a number of years they produced a show themselves which featured well-known comedians talking about comedy and comedy performance in front of a live audience. Ages ago now, we decided we needed to produce a finale show for the festival to take place each year on the last night, featuring some of the best acts from that year's programme. The first Comedy Heaven show, so called because it's where all good comedians end up, took place at the Sue Townsend Theatre, but to be honest, it wasn't that good. So in the second year, we decided we needed to up our game a bit and produce the show in a better way. And this is where the winner of the Lifetime Contribution Award enters the story. We approached this person to host the show, and it's pretty much been like that ever since. The winner of this award has hosted more Comedy Heaven shows than anybody else throughout the history of Leicester Comedy Festival. And the crucial bit of the story is that the show is a fundraiser for both the festival but also for Leicester-based prostate cancer charity Prostate. We tried to work out how much the shows have raised over the years, but it has to be in the thousands of pounds. And not only has this really helped Leicester Comedy Festival and help us continue some of the community work that we do each year, but it's also helped support Prostate Charity and the work they do with men living with prostate cancer. The winner has always given up their time to host the show, and as such has helped ensure as much of the ticket money as possible goes direct to supporting the good causes. They've hosted the show in a number of different venues, including Curve, the Little Theatre and the Phoenix, and we reckon that they are the resident host and compere of Comedy Heaven, and long may that continue. So the winner of the Lifetime Contribution Award, to recognise his fantastic support of the festival, goes to Mark Olver.
Thank you. I don't really know what to say because I'm hosting this awards. I'm giving out awards. This is my my spare room. We're all in lockdown. It all feels really weird at the moment. What I would say is I do these gigs just like every other comedian who does charity gigs. People don't, I think, know how many charity gigs comics do every year. Travelling to no money, to raise money for amazing charities. It's something that we do a lot. It's something that I know we'll do a lot more of in the future. And I'm getting this for helping to raise loads of money for charity, which is brilliant. But I also love the gig. I love doing the gig. I love the venues. I love the festival. So thank you. And this is for every comedian that does every charity gig we do over the year. Thank you. And now we have the best kids show nominations, and they are It's Hot, It's Not, Joe Zalius Horrible Stunts for Kids, The Extraordinary Time Travelling Adventures of Baron Munchausen, Blue Planet 3, Maths Madness with Kyle D. Evans. And the winner of the best kids show is The Extraordinary Time Travelling Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Hello. We were rather expecting the Baron to be here, but, hold on, here's a postcard, and it's from the Baron. Dear friends, I have been captured by my arch-nemesis, the NORAB. Oh no, not the NORAB. Yes, you dunderhead, the NORAB. But that's Baron, spelled backwards. I think I may be able to free myself by bribing the guards. You'll need to put your very best people on it. Brave, clever, imaginative. Not performers, though. I'm talking about the children of Leicester and their grown-ups, for I need something that money cannot buy. Oh my goodness, look! Something that money cannot buy! Hurrah! We've saved the Baron!
And now, the award for Best Improv Show. The nominees are the Improlectuals, the Oxford Imps, Chris Betts versus the Audience, Rhymes Against Humanity, the Improvised Musical. And the winner of the Best Improv Show is Chris Betts, with Chris Betts versus the Audience.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you for this mostly empty bottle of bourbon. I want to thank Leicester Comedy Festival for having me. Thank the judges for this. I want to thank my wife. She's very excited. I want to thank Ben Mumford for helping me turn this thing into a show. I want to thank the audience for doing half the work. Everybody stay safe, stay in your homes. Thanks again. We'll see you next year.
Time for Best Musical Show. The nominees are Friz Frizzle, Heaven Knows I'm Friz Frizzle Now, MC Musical, the unofficial parody musical, Good Kids, Golden Years, Harry and Chris, This One's for the Aliens. And the winner is Friz Frizzle, Heaven Knows I'm Friz Frizzle Now.
Thank you very much for this. This means the world to me. My show this year was all about coping with mental health and how to cope with it. And mental health is very important right now, especially in times of crisis, self-isolation. You might feel lonely, but keep talking to friends, keep watching live comedy and supporting it. And thank you very much for this. It means the world to me. And most importantly, book me for your comedy nights. Cheers.
The final few awards of the night, and this one is for the Best New Show, and the nominees are Sakissa, I'm a 7, Sean Davis, About Time, Chloe Petts, Alpha, Fiona Ridgewell, Contender, Pascal Cameron, Hairballs, Tuesday Night at the Social Club, and Best of the Best New Show is Sean Davis, About Time.
Hello, thank you so much for this award for Best Debut Show at Leicester Comedy Festival. I'm absolutely thrilled and completely delighted, especially as it's such a great time for live comedy at the moment. Plenty of opportunities out there for me to grab with both hands. So speaking of grabbing, here's my award. As you see, it's a copy of the Communist Manifesto, which I'm sure we can all put to good use at this time. In all seriousness though, it's a huge honour to get this award, and congratulations to all the other nominees and all the other winners of awards today. Huge thank you to everyone at Greater Manchester Fringe, without whom this show wouldn't have happened. I had some great mentoring from them, and just stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.
Hiya, me again. Sorry, Mark's had to pop to the toilet. It's a bit embarrassing really, but thanks to Mark Olver for hosting most of this evening's ceremony. I'd now like to present the award for Best Show at Leicester Comedy Festival 2020. The nominations for Best Show are Alex Hilton, Get Rich or Die Crying, Paul Curry, Tropical Musk 2020, Scott Bennett, Relax, Olga Koch, If/Then, Nathan Cassidy, Observational, and Troy Hawke, Tiles of the Unexpected. And the winner of the Best Show Leicester Comedy Festival 2020 is Alex Hilton.
Hello. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good pandemic. It comes round so fast this time of year. Thank you so much to everyone at the Big Difference Company and everybody up on the board as well. It is genuinely an honour. The calibre of acts nominated this year was incredible, as is every year. So to be on that list is an honour in itself, let alone to win it. So thank you so much. It really, really is appreciated. I was going to invite everyone back to my pub, the Salmon, for a pint, but obviously with the circumstances, I can't do that. So please have one on me wherever you are in the world, and thank you once again.
Here are the nominations for contribution to Leicester Comedy Festival 2020, and they are Barry Bossara, Sarah Butt, Patrick Monaghan, the Festival Volunteers, Sturgis Motor Group and Charlie Sturgis. And the winner of contribution to the festival 2020 is Barry Bossara.
Thank you so much for my award. I'm really chuffed to get it. Big thanks to Jeff, Jennifer and everyone at the Big Difference Company. Hope you're all well. Keep safe. Thanks again.
The winner of the 2020 Legend of Comedy Award has a long association with Leicester Comedy Festival. In fact, I think they've said on more than one occasion that if it wasn't for the support that the festival gave them in 1997, they may not have continued to perform live comedy and go on to develop an amazing career and become one of the best loved comedians in the UK. Their TV debut actually took place in 1996 before a live comedy career even got going. They appeared on an ITV quiz show using their real name, but talked about the fact that they wanted to be a comedian and about their love of British comedy. Since then, the person that we're presenting this award to this evening has performed on various quiz shows, including winning The Weakest Link, beating Barry Cryer, and winning over £10,000 in cash. But we're not awarding them with the Legend of Comedy Award for their contribution to British quiz shows. When people think about the career this person has had, it's difficult to think of other comedians who've had such a rich and diverse career, managing to combine high-profile projects with those that are probably driven more by themselves as a performer and a creative person. They've directed, they've written, they've starred in numerous TV shows across the year. And this person's love of live comedy performance, alongside everything else that they've done, is literally legendary. If you've been lucky enough to see them perform, perhaps at one of their regular visits here at Leicester Comedy Festival, you will have seen, in my opinion, comedy performance at its very best. I'm pretty sure I first saw the winner of this award perform live at the Edinburgh Fringe in 1996. They performed an amazing full energy performance, and then towards the end of the show they got their potter's wheel out on stage and started to create pots for members of the audience. The memory of that show and his early shows at the Y Theatre here in Leicester as part of the festival will stick with me forever. And also there was the amazing night in 1997 when he won the Leicester Mercury Comedian of the Year competition at Leicester Comedy Festival and won the prize money, which he has subsequently said meant that he decided to continue to perform comedy, and also meant that he could pay his rent that month. I'm not going to go through all his career highlights, but we're delighted to say that the winner of this award has become a huge friend of the festival. He's been interviewed by me live on stage. He's performed a lip sync version of Leicester Legends' Shawaddy Waddy's Under the Moon of Love with other comedians for us to put out online, and he's performed goodness knows how many solo shows during the festival. Some of you may have been at the show that he performed at Handsome Hall, where the show ended with this comedian taking a photocopier apart live on stage. The 2020 Leicester Comedy Festival Legend of Comedy Award is presented to Johnny Vegas.
Wow, Leicester Comedy Festival there. Thank you for this Legends of Comedy Award. I suspect you only won it because the trophy looks like me, but well, we're here at the dream and you've made mine come true. Legend of Comedy. It's a nice way of saying you're ready to retire me. We all know what it is, but still, I'm humbled. And I think outside of St Helens, nobody'd know a Johnny Vegas if it wasn't for you, Leicester Comedy Festival, giving us that big break all them years ago with the new act competition. So, I'd like to say more, but I've got my son filming this, so I've got to keep it clean. Just chuffed to bits. It's a shame we can't all be there to raise a glass and make things messy. But in self-isolation, you made me a very happy man. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Well, there you are, Johnny Vegas, Legend of Comedy. Thank you so much to all the winners who've joined us this evening. The technology seemed to hold out okay, so that was a big relief. Thank you so much to Mark Olver for hosting this award ceremony. Thank you all so much for watching from home. Thanks for sharing your photos. And thank you finally for continuing to support Leicester Comedy Festival. I've said it before, we absolutely could not do this without your support. We'll be back, fingers crossed, in 2021. I was going to say have a great summer, but that may or may not happen. Keep supporting live comedy, and thanks again. Cheers. Good night.